if I could share, I think a beautiful story to sum up, I think what a psychedelic session could be and what a lot of people experience. But I think very similar if somebody has that moment of epiphany or that moment of God or that moment of recollection of just like, yeah, like I'm more than just bills and stresses and societal crap. Um, if I could I share a very, very personal story? Because I
Yeah,
think it
okay,
paints a
no,
great
yeah,
picture.
yeah. Well,
So without getting into too much of the history, I mentioned about my alcoholic background. That's been generational and it's been part of my dad's life and his dad's life. And it's really been a pretty shitty part of our story and narrative. My father he's 74 now, 73. He's been an alcoholic basically his entire life. Right after my doctor's retreat. So this is new. This is only, a few weeks ago. Um, him and I have been having a major conflict for years since I stopped being an alcoholic and I started trying to hold the mirror up to him. And we had just a lot of areas of major, major conflict to the point where we threatened to kill one another. We had major fights. We put my mom in a very, very awkward situation. And I came back from this darkness retreat. I was raw. I was, and let alone all of the psychedelics, all of the stuff. My mom was there. My buddy was there and we were having this conversation and it turned instantly to the most super emotional, raw 3 hour thing where, again, and thanks for giving me the space to even share this. I literally was on my hands and knees crying and pleading, looking at my dad, being like, Dad, I'm a broken little boy. I just need your love. I just need you to hug me. I just need you to hold me. I just need you to see me, to hold me, to love me, to feel me, to say that it's okay. I accept, like, this heartfelt pleading of just was fucking awful. Now, like, I know my faults and flaws, but I know I'm a great man and I've accomplished quite a bit. And any man should be ecstatic to have me as a son, right? And I was just basically sitting there being like, how do you not see this? Like, do you not see literally this man on his knees begging for you? And I remember I pulled him literally on the ground on it, and I was just like, fucking hold me, see me. And it was, right? So it was either the day after or that night. I had a psychedelic and I smoked DMT and I was going in there to kind of like recheck, release, and I went deep and I had the most beautiful, profound experience of what a DMT session would be. And it's everything that everybody tries to explain. And this is what I'm going to try to say. If you could maybe picture this, so all of the sights and sounds, all of the 5 that we've mentioned, and then say whatever, another 20 are going completely blissed out. And I am sitting there telling myself how grateful I am, how wonderful. And Adam, I love you. I see you. I feel you. And God, whatever this is that I'm interacting with, thank you for showing this because this is what I need. This is the warm embrace of the universal source that I need. And God, and whatever voice conveyed to me, like, fuck, Adam, like, I know you see me, hear me, feel me because of what you just said. Like, you're literally holding yourself in this warm embrace saying, I love you and you love me and I am you, and having this beautiful interaction. And in essence, what God conveyed to me was, this is what I'm trying to do to society. Like, God is on his hands and knees pleading to most people to say, don't you see me? Don't you hear me? Can't you feel me? Can't you hold me? Can't you love me? Can't you understand me? And what God is, I am you. We're all the same. We're all part of the same. So it's not like one entity saying, like, this gray bit in the sky. It really is like we're all part of this universal energy connection, and we all can tap into it. And it just had this heartfelt breaking for the universal beauty that I see all the time and that I know other people see and come back to talk about. But there are so many people that haven't experienced what I've experienced. And it's not like they're broken or whatever. It's just, I really feel like God or that universal energy is just pleading, being like, oh, as long as the second you truly feel, I'll understand how great I am, which is you. And then, it turned into this deep philosophical conversation about, well, how do I share the message? What do I do? And that went on for several minutes, which was really cool. But the end part of that story, which I thought was kind of like the perfect ending to what a DMT kind of session would be, was deep, profound thing. Just put my dad's fight into context, interacting with God, just showed me how to message to convey it to the society, right? And these are pretty lofty things that I'm sharing with you. But then it was just like, all right, well, now what? Like, so now what do I do with that information? Do I write a book? And it was really just, if God could do, well, just ta-da, not like, that's it. Like, oh, you just have to if you realize I am you and you am I, and this is it, and this is beauty, and we're unlimited, and we can tap into all of this, and you are so much more than your just 5 senses. And if at any moment you can just quiet your mind, go within, transcend, have that out-of-body experience, whether it be endogenously induced by DMT, smoking DMT, or truly just having a truly blissed out meditative state. Once you see, feel, hear, touch God and its divinity, and you realize that is within you and that is there for you every day, man,